Hi everyone! So today we will be discussing the different superhero skills. These are the active or passive skills that you get during the fourth round of the games, right? So with this, just a full disclaimer: these are just my opinion. If your opinion different from mine, and you think that a skill is actually good and I'm just ignorant about it, you can just put them in the comments below and educate me so that we can share them to the other people as well, right? So let us start with Star Lord. Um, okay, there. What's happening? Okay, there. So Star Lord. To be honest, I am not a fan of any of Star Lord's passive. To me, they're all quite useless. Let's start with this one, Captain's Bounty. It's a passive that gives you 2 battle gems the first time the leftmost and rightmost characters defeat opponents in battle. It is very situational and I don't think it is very good. There are other skills that you can use. Please take note, remember when you're playing the game, you have 2 other heroes, so this is just pretty useless. Don't use it. The next one is active skill. It's an active skill that once per game gives your attack characters plus 10 power until the end of next turn. This might be a tech skill that you want. Since attack characters, take note, it means that all cards that have the red flag on the upper left, so that are all your attack characters. So if you have a team that is based on attack characters, this might be good. But since it's once per game only, it's a meh unit skill. So not my favorite. There are other more useful. Now next one is double tempo. This is an active skill. So your character's triumph skills can trigger twice until the end of the next battle. This is an okay skill. I think this is the most useful skill for Star-Lord. So if you're going to use a Star-Lord base, most likely you will want to maximize the triumph skills that are mainly found on some of your key cards. Let's say Adam Warlock, right? And who else? And let's say Groot. So let's say for the 1-star Adam Warlock, when he levels up, when you win a battle and the triumph ability activates, it's +4 to all your units, right? But triggers twice. Very good. So this is the best for his kit. Next one is, it's basically the same as the third one, except that it's only once per game and it triggers 3 times. That's the only difference. I don't think this is any better since it's only once per game. I'd rather use this instead. Okay. But since these is still unlocked, and this one both of them are actually locked, it remains to be seen on my part. So if you guys know how it really works, but my opinion, I think this is the best one. Next, let's go to Thor. For Thor, the first one is the first shop refresh each turn costs 0. This is fairly versatile. You can use it in conjunction with any build. It's like a last resort, like a second choice, if I might say, a second choice. But especially if it has the +4 gems attached with this one. Next one is Battle Hardened. I think this is the best skill you may want to use if you're building a Thor-based deck or any Asgardian deck, if you might say, right? Because most of the time you are dependent on your equipments, and giving you +1 action times gives you a very strong advantage, and it is a passive skill. Next one is a Banquet of Gods. Banquet of the Gods. So it's an active skill. I don't know how much it costs since I don't have it yet. It gives a random character +1 power and +6 armor. It might be good, but the thing that I don't like about this is the randomness. That's just my opinion. Might be good, remains to be seen when I test it, if I have it. Next one is this one. I think is good as well. Like probably when I'm using a Thor unit, Thor base deck, I'll probably choose this or this because this one it adds an Asgardian card, right? That is not that's not in the card pool to your an Asgardian. Oh wait, I read it wrong. This is weird. So add an Asgardian card that's not in the card pool. You might want to build a deck that's based on this, but that's weird. Why would you want that? So you see, remember what the card pool is? The card pool is the 10 cards that you placed. So you will get an Asgardian card that you did not put there. So I take that back. I'll use this instead. Okay. Next one. Captain Marvel. This one is useless skill. Don't use this. It gives you a 1 battle gem when your character star boost. And it's very situational. Not nice, not good, not good. Don't use this. Next one is gives a character +1 action time. This one is strong. A +1 action time to another character is somewhat helpful. So I use this sometimes. So you might like this. Probably I'll rate it if it's like 1 to 10. I'll rate it around 7. 10 is the highest. Here is a given intergalactic war character assault until the end of next turn. So what assault is? That unit will attack first no matter where the position is. So you take it as it is. I don't know if it's good. I probably won't use it. So in cases that I have to choose a Captain Marvel skill, I'll probably choose this one. The next one is the Photonic Power. Once per game, give a level 1 star, a level 1 star intergalactic war character +1 star. So this is, I feel like it's not as good as it should be since it's only once per game. It's once per game, so that's one bad thing about it. And then the other bad thing is it only works on a level 1, on a 1 star. You can't use it to a 2 star so that it will become a 4 star. It doesn't work that way. You can only use it on a 1 star to become a 2 star. So this one is, I think, her best skill if you have to choose. Okay, so the next one we have Iron Man. Firepower boost is his best skill. It gives you if you have at least 4 battle gems, so you don't. That's pretty easy condition to meet. All your characters gets +4 power. So if you have 6 units, that's +24 raw power. Very strong. The next one is an active seal, probably the second best in Iron Man's skill arsenal. You refresh the shop and reduce the cost of all Stark Industries characters in the shop by 1. Helps you build your Stark Industries unit. The -1 cost for these are very good as well. It's an added bonus. The next one is a double-edged skill. This is armor maintenance. Once per game, you return all your Stark Industries cards to your hand and give them +10 power. The sad part, you cannot play them again on that turn. I used them a few times, and let's say out of the 10 times I used them, I won twice because of this. The other 8 I lost. It's so hard to use because you cannot play them again. Oh my god. So if you guys know like a better way on how to use this, please write them down in the comments below. Next one is the Grand Invention. It's once per game. You can refresh the shop and it will include as many different cards with the same cost as the shop level as possible. So I can see some uses for this, but since it's once per game, I don't know of how useful this will be long term. So how this works, just to explain, let's say you want to use this when your shop turn level 5. When that happens, after activating this, you are pretty sure that all of your cards, like at least 90%, because it says here as possible, all of them will be 5 cost cards. So you still need to pay the cost of whatever shop you are at already. So might be good if you're reserving this for a level 5 shop or a level 6 shop. Right? So I think that is the best use for this. Next one, let's go to Spider-Man. For Spider-Man, I think he has quite a number of good skills. This one is probably my third choice. At the end of your turn, if you have no battle gems, randomly gives you +1 to 6 battle gems. This is an easy passive to use. Free battle gems every turn is nice. The randomness is what I don't like. Next one is I probably would be using this the most if I'm using a Spider-Man based deck. It refreshes the shop. It costs 1 to activate this. Gives all your Spider-Verse characters in the shop after that refresh +3 power. Now, as you know, most of the Spider-Verse cards have very low power. So this is quite essential to boost your firepower. The second thing that I wanted in his kit is this one, Twip. It's a passive skill. When a friendly symbiote is defeated, deal 3 damage to an opponent and give them stun. So I think this passive is very good in conjunction to the card. If you have a stun based deck and you have Green Goblin in your build, because Green Goblin has the unique ability of when he's in the battlefield, all your opponents will not counter attack if they are stunned. Very strong. So but I still don't have that card. I'm trying to get it. And if you've seen my pack opening video, the 80 pack opening where I opened quite a number of Spider-Man card packs. Just watch it. It's so sad. Okay, the next one. This might be OP, so I really don't know how it works right now because it says here that when a Spider-Verse character enters the battlefield, adjacent characters gets +1 power. So it's pretty low. So I really don't know if this +1 power is permanent. If it is permanent, it might be very OP because, as you know, Spider-Verse decks tend to spawn a lot of symbiotes, so you will be constantly putting a lot of Spider-Verse cards. So if you're this +1 power might stack very big. Still don't know if anyone has this already. Please share them in the comments below so that everyone will know how this works. Next one is we have Hela. This is most likely her most strongest skill at the moment because especially with the Grandmaster and Malekith combo. So as you summon a lot of Ragnarok characters, and as they die, the one on your right gets the rightmost character you have will get a lot of +4 power. Might be her best one. The next one, this is a summon a copy of this character. It's an illusion. This is used. You can use this with any type of deck. Very techy in a way that it gives you like a last resort help. Like a last. Is that the correct term? Last resort. I don't know. Just gives you a fighting chance at the end before you lose the round. The next one is Cursed Destiny. I don't know how to make this work. It's pretty weird and situational. See, you curse a character and remove them, and then change the power of all characters with the same name on both battlefields to 1 until the end of the next battle. So why would you want to do that? What are the chances that you have a character that your opponent has the same named card? Only like in mirror matches, so very situational. I don't think this is very good. Next one is when an illusion is defeated, gives your character +2 power. if you have an illusion-based deck, this might be good. But I feel like this one is still much better than the other one. I might be wrong since I still don't have it, but as of if you're just basing it off the wordings, I choose this one over that. All right, and the last one, well, let's go with Elektra. This skill, the first one is once per game, complete a random uncompleted quest. I probably wouldn't want to have this. I won't use it. It's not good. Most of the time, your quest skills, it's random, the randomness. So most of the time, you have like a few quests already in your quest field. But since it's once per game, I don't see the benefit. The next one, I think this is her best skill. Take 1 damage and then gain 3 battle gems. These 3 battle gems, do not take it lightly. Every gem counts. Especially, and this 1 damage, it doesn't really matter. Just take, think of it, think of your HP like an expendable resource. As long as you don't die, this 1 damage is minimal and doesn't mean anything. Might be her best skill. Next one, another janky card. Since it's a janky skill, it gives you a random equipment card that with a cost lower or equal to your shop. The randomness, I don't like. Anything that is random is really hard to like, especially if you're depending on it, right? I wouldn't want this. And the last one, passive skill. So it gives you a 2 random quest card. Might be good, remains to be seen. But since it's random again, still pretty scary to bet on it. So I'll probably just choose this any day. So that's it for this video. At least now you have an understanding on my thoughts on what's the best skill for each hero. So with that, I hope you enjoyed that and learned something. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.